There is a permission slip most people never write for themselves. Wealthy people signed it years ago without telling anyone. It is not permission to spend or permission to show off. It is permission to disappoint people who expect you to live their way. Your cousin wants you at every gathering, draining your Saturday. Your friend expects you to split that vacation you cannot afford. Your neighbor assumes you will buy the same car they just leased. Wealthy people give themselves permission to say no without explaining why. They do not justify their time or their money to anyone. This feels cold to people who need your validation to feel secure. But validation is expensive when it costs you years of compounding. Most people spend decades performing wealth for an audience that never pays them. They buy the watch because someone might notice at the reunion. They lease the car because the driveway is visible from the street. They book the resort because the photos will prove they made it. Wealthy people gave themselves permission to stop performing years ago. They wear the same quiet clothes until they wear out. They drive the paid-off car until it stops running. They skip the event that everyone expects them to attend. This does not mean they are cheap or boring. It means they decided their own approval is the only one that compounds. Most people are waiting for permission from others to build wealth. They wait for their parents to understand why they live below their income. They wait for friends to stop questioning their old phone. They wait for the world to applaud their discipline before they continue. Wealthy people gave themselves that permission the day they stopped waiting. They do not announce it or defend it. They just live as if the permission was always theirs. This creates a gap between them and everyone still performing. The gap is not about income or talent. It is about who gets to decide how you spend your life. Most people rent their self-worth from the opinions of others. Wealthy people own it and never give it back. The permission to disappoint is the permission to compound. Every no to someone else is a yes to your future. Every quiet choice that confuses people is a choice that pays you later. This is not about being rude or careless with relationships. It is about knowing which relationships cost you your future. Wealthy people give themselves permission to protect their time like money. They give themselves permission to protect their money like time. They give themselves permission to be misunderstood by people who never build. And they never explain the permission to anyone who did not sign their own. The wealthiest choice you make is deciding you do not need anyone else to approve it. That permission changes everything without changing anything anyone can see. If this helped you, subscribe and leave a comment below.